What's going on, guys? This is Milton. Welcome back to my channel, and in this video I want to talk to you guys about drop shipping. If you're interested in drop shipping or you're interested in getting into e-commerce, right? I just wanted to talk about some things that you should know about drop shipping that a lot of people aren't talking about. A lot of people don't even mention it, but I want to let you guys know so you can be at least aware of it. And so when I started my business, I started as drop shipping. I made an online store through Shopify and I promoted it through Facebook ads, and then orders will come in and then I would drop ship from a vendor in China. Then eventually I switched my business model because it wasn't the best business model to have a successful store. And so a couple things I want you guys to be aware of. The first thing is you have to know your shipping times from your vendor to your customer, right? So you have to know how long does it take from your customer putting an order until they receive that order. Okay, and sometimes, usually, is at least 3 weeks when you drop ship from China, and you have to be aware of that unless you're paying some crazy shipping fees. If not, your customer is going to be waiting weeks, if not a month, to get their order. That causes your customer to not order from you again, right? Think about it like, you know, we order things from Amazon and it comes the next day, or it comes in 2 days, or it comes in whatever in a couple days, right? You know, we're used to getting everything so quickly. And so if I order from your store and I get it in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, I'm not gonna order from you again, right? So keep that in mind. You really have to do some research on how long it takes. From my experience, it takes weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. The second thing is knowing some Chinese holidays. For example, this week is Chinese New Year's. I think it was Sunday, and that shuts everything down for at least 10 days, right? So keep that in mind. Even if you are ordering in bulk, you know, China shut down for like 10, 15, up to 20 days, and so that's going to delay everything as well. Keep that in mind. So not only are they getting their orders in the next 3 or 4 weeks, that could be even longer with the Chinese New Year. So keep that in mind. There are some holidays where they shut down for like a week. You should also be aware of those holidays as well. So realistically speaking, even if you order in bulk, right? If you order something in bulk like I do, it takes 30 to 45 days for you to receive that order since the day you place that order, right? On a good, unless you need it super fast, you can talk to your vendor, but more on average, it takes about 30 to 45 days for you to receive it. And that's if you're paying express shipping. If you're not paying express shipping, it could be a little bit longer. It could take up to 3 months. Keep that in mind, that it takes 3 months. And that's why I'm always ahead 3 months. I'm always ordering things when I need them in the next 3 months. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about having a successful brand and being careful with drop shipping. Sometimes, you know, the smallest details can either hurt your brand or it can boost your brand, right? And I'll give you an example. Have you ever ordered anything online on Etsy or wherever, and you gotten like free extra things, even if it's a sticker? Sometimes I've seen people put candy or, you know, anything extra, right? It gives you a little bit of joy. Even though those things are cheap and whatever, they probably bought it for like 10 cents or 15 cents, it makes you happy as a customer, right? Those are the small details that I'm talking about. Like, people like small details. And so the reason I'm saying to worry about the small details is because sometimes when you drop ship, the packaging is not that great, right? It's just even the label. Sometimes the label is in Chinese or it has a lot of Chinese writing on it. It doesn't even look great, right? By the time the customer receives the item, receives your order, the packaging doesn't look great. And here's another thing, quick tip for you guys. You have to tell your vendors not to include anything else inside that envelope, right? Because sometimes vendors put their own flyer, their own business card, their own whatever inside the envelope, right? And so, you know, imagine your customer receiving something from your brand, your store, with your vendor's logo, your vendor's information from China or whatever. You know, in the long run, it's going to hurt your brand, okay? Keep that in mind, right? And so all those things count when you're building a brand. All those small details count and affect your customers' experience with your company. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about is, you know, most of the time you want to be upselling in your store, right? Either an in-cart upsell, or as soon as they click something, you know, an upsell will show up, right? And usually most of the time people take the upsell, right? If it's a great offer. And so what happens is you have to make sure if that upsell is not from the same vendor, it's from a different vendor, now you have two different packages. Instead of having all the items in one package, the customers are receiving different items in different packages. Keep that in mind also. When you are shipping your own items, you're shipping everything in one package, right? If you have everything in stock, you're shipping everything out. And so all these different things is what people do not talk about. All these complications, you know, is it dropshipping dead? No, I don't believe it's dead. But if you want a long-term brand where customers will continue to buy from you every week, every month, every year, you need to worry about those things. You need to worry about shipping time. You need to worry about the small details, even in the packaging. You need to worry about your brand. You need to worry about all those things. So keep that in mind. If you have any more questions about drop shipping or how I transition, I can make another video about it. If not, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, like the video. If you have any questions below, you can comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed week. Have a blessed journey.